For every $1 invested globally in protecting nature, $30 are spent on activities that destroy it. That's not a slogan. It's a core finding of a United Nations Environment Programme report released in 2026. In its State of Finance for Nature 2026 report, UNEP examined global public and private financial flows. The numbers are stark. In 2023, around $7.3 trillion flowed into nature-negative activities, sectors that drive deforestation, ecosystem degradation, pollution, and biodiversity loss. In contrast, only about $220 billion were invested in nature-based solutions, such as ecosystem restoration, conservation, and sustainable land management. UNEP defines nature-negative finance as investment that directly or indirectly harms ecosystems. This includes forest clearing for agriculture or development, fossil fuel extraction and energy production, mining and heavy industry, unsustainable farming, water use, and infrastructure expansion. While these activities may deliver short-term economic returns, they erode the natural systems economies ultimately depend on. The report shows that most nature-negative finance comes from private sector investment, particularly in energy, utilities, transport, and industrial sectors. At the same time, governments continue to provide environmentally harmful subsidies, especially for fossil fuels and industrial agriculture, further locking in nature loss. UNEP describes this as a systemic misalignment between financial systems and global climate and biodiversity goals. Nature loss is not an abstract environmental issue. Healthy ecosystems regulate climate, protect water supplies, support food systems, and reduce disaster risks. UNEP warns that continuing to finance nature destruction undermines climate targets, accelerates biodiversity collapse, and creates long-term economic instability, particularly for vulnerable communities. UNEP is clear. The problem is not a lack of money, it's where the money goes. The report calls for redirecting environmentally harmful subsidies, scaling up investment in nature-based solutions, aligning financial flows with climate and biodiversity commitments. UNEP estimates that nature-positive investment needs to more than double by 2030 to meet global goals, and that redirecting even part of existing harmful finance could close much of that gap. The message from UNEP is uncomfortable but clear. The world is not failing to protect nature because it lacks resources. It is failing because financial systems still reward destruction. Until that changes, environmental promises will remain disconnected from reality. Follow the money, follow the science. Subscribe to Environment Eyepiece for more.